Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday, guys. Welcome into my studio. Wish all you could be here with me painting in my studio. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's see, who do we have? Hello, Debbie and Lori and Mickey and Alice. How's the weather up there in Georgia? Mickey, up north. How's the weather up there? Hello, Lucy. And Marlene and Teresa and Sue and Linda and Leticia and Yvonne down under. Hello, Virginia and Lori Skippington. Mrs. Claus says hello and Merry Christmas. Aw, so cute, Lori Ann. So is your profile picture. And Lori C. How's my Tennessee friend? Oh my goodness. I hope you guys had a great week. It's been a crazy busy week as usual. Most of them are. But I will say I did do a little pampering on Friday. I went and had a massage. Finally, my Mother's Day massage for my kids. So it is 55 degrees and just kind of a drab gray day. So we're going to lighten it up and add some color to it, right? All right, get off my computer. I don't know why you're there. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Lois. Chilly and wet. Great day to stay inside and paint, right, Mickey? Yes, same. Again, it's just kind of gray. That's all I can say about today is it's kind of gray. Hello, Bev and Debbie Sears and Pam. Who did I see? Hello, Elizabeth. Yeah, it was a crazy week as far as like weather-wise. One day it was 60 in the morning and then we had thunderstorms and then it was 40 in the morning, and so I guess it's that time of year, right? Heidi ho, Miss Chris, how are you? Our high today was 31. Janet, that's very cold. Very, very cold. But you're up there where my baby is, and I know he's cold. So gray and drab here in North Idaho too. 43 degrees. Yeah, it's just that time of year, right? I miss fall, although I'm looking out my back window and there's still quite a few trees that have like yellow and orange and red and green, really pretty colors like a fall. They haven't all fallen off yet. And to be honest with you, I don't know that I've ever seen those trees without leaves. So maybe they won't be falling off, but hello, Donna Pultz. Good to see you on. All right, guys, let's see what it is for. We're going to just give a couple more minutes, and then we're going to get started. Hello, Janet. Because I have a lot to share with you guys. So I am going to do my, I call them my PB&J ornaments, because peace, believe, and joy. So if you downloaded the thing, it said PB&J ornaments because, hello, being raised military, being married to a military, retired military, some things are just acronyms, right? So, hello, Carrie. Heat wave, 50 degrees. Wow, look at you guys in Indiana. 35 and raining in Western New York. Yikes. Wet and icky in Michigan too. 12 degrees one day and 2 days later it's 33, right, Bev? And I think that's one reason so many people are so sick with all the things that are going around, because one day it's beautiful and, not that 33 is beautiful, but hello, Mom. But, like today being 54 and the other day being 64. And I think tonight's going to get down cold. So we're just not used to it down here in the South. I know I sound like a whiny baby, right? But I don't like to be cold. So, hello, Holly. 24 in New Hampshire. Hi, Bonnie. Hello, Ronnie. Ronnie, what's the temp in California? Let's see if we can get some warm temps in here. Too funny. If you guys did not see on my Sandy McTeer Designs Facebook page, which if you're on my Facebook page watching this, you're on the page, but Ronnie Marks painted my holiday truck in many different color combinations and personalize the nameplates. I saw that you guys had a tornado, Ronnie. Crazy, right? Crazy, crazy. I didn't realize that California gets usually 10 a year though. So that kind of surprised me too. Okay, Alice, 76 in Florida. I'm not that far. Yeah, 76. Hello, Karen Jones. Hope you're doing well. Oh my goodness gracious. All righty, guys. So let's do some giveaways first. How about that for Happy Mail? Alrighty, so on YouTube and on Facebook, the first people that were on that commented, please message me. You can either email me, you can go to my website, click that contact button. I think both of you know how to get a hold of me. But so on Facebook and YouTube, the first people that commented, you get a free e-packet on my website. On Facebook, my Memphis friend, Marlene Schneider, and YouTube, Janet Roach. So guys, message me and let me know what e-packet you want, and I will get that sent either tonight or tomorrow. Depends. There are days that I get done with the Sunday Live and I'm just amped and ready to go, and then there are days that I just want to crawl in my comfy chair and watch a movie with my husband. So in the Buffalo, oh my goodness, Elizabeth, did you guys get all that snow up in that area? Oh my goodness, Chris, that's crazy. Yeah, you just don't expect tornadoes in California, right? 71 in Arizona. I love Arizona. They were amazing, right? All the trucks were amazing. Hello, guys. What is that? Low 80s in Texas. Oh, you got your order, Linda? Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. We've been tracking some packages lately. Let me just say, I could have driven it there in less time than it's taken to not even get there yet. So, oh, goodness me. But I just heard today on the news they can't fire the person they elect as the postmaster, which is kind of crazy. Because if you're not doing your job, I did get a card. I got a Christmas card, 2 days ago, nothing in it. It was a dimensional card, and when I messaged my friend Linda, she said most likely they thought it was a gift card. So they took the card and delivered the envelope. So anyway, hi Kay Reynolds. Tonawanda. Hello, Aline. Just like not expecting hurricanes in North Carolina. Right, Dixie? Absolutely. Absolutely. Who would have thought? Yeah, crazy, crazy weather. Anyway, alrighty, it is 4:08. Let's get started, because I did have a little comment on one of my posts or my lives from several months ago, and someone says too much talking. Well, it's my channel, and I can talk. So I am a talker. Alrighty, let's take care of Happy Mail giveaways. So I do have 3 Happy Mail giveaways to give. So all you have to do is like, comment, and share this post. If you don't subscribe over on YouTube, would love for you to do that. And if you're new here, I'm Sandy McTeer. This is my studio. I come live at least twice, hopefully, 2 Sundays a month. Due to my schedule, I would love to come every Sunday and paint with you guys, but my schedule doesn't really allow it. So maybe in the new year, I'll get a few more Sundays in. We like the talking. Thank you, Debbie Easton. Thank you. I know my friends do. But if you're new and you've not seen, what I do on my channel, then you might get a little annoyed. But anyway, you can always just wait and then come back, and then you can fast forward through all the chitter chatter. But it is another reason why I put, let's have a little studio chit chat and move on. So, talk, right? I know. Like I said, I'd love to have all of us in the same room chit chatting. Okay, so Happy Mail, like I said, have 3 giveaways. I'm gonna probably pop on next Sunday, the 22nd, for a very short, impromptu, wing it piece. And then I will announce the giveaways, okay? The Happy Mail winners. But for the last live that we did, which was that super cute, if you missed it, you can still get them. I have many of them cut, but this sweet little snowman ornament that's layered that we did last week. And he would just be really super cute if you give coffee gift cards or drink gift cards to friends. I thought that would be super, super cute. I like the social part of the paint. Right, Bev? Me too. I enjoy your pleasant conversation. Don't pay. I know. Well, you know, sometimes there are just people that, I don't know, that just have to not be nice, right? And when I was going through looking at all the questions on not the last YouTube, not questions, but putting names in, there was someone on YouTube that had a very offensive name. I blocked them. But again, not having my Renee over here. And if you're not familiar with Renee, Tracy Moreau goes live every Saturday, and her son does all of her setup and stuff. So maybe next year, my husband's helped me a couple times. I can talk him into being my Renee, right? Oh, that's wonderful, Debbie. Great. I love the new ornaments. Okay. Always love new ornament ideas. Yes. And so what I'm going to do today, you can do on any shape that you have. And then the gift idea that I have on hand, I'll show you guys that in a minute. I need to move my keyboard out of the way. And I keep saying it. So let's give away some Happy Mail. All right. The last live, I have a stencil set going to Sharon. Sharon. There's always a Scrooge, right? Okay, so this is the thing with my lives, guys. My giveaways, my Happy Mail, especially if you're just joining for the first time. You need to contact me either through Messenger or my website or email what your mailing address is. By my next live, if I don't hear from you, even if I have your details, you still need to contact me and let me know, okay? That you saw that you won the Happy Mail. Then I will mail that off. If I do not hear from you by my next live, unfortunately, that goes back into the stash. I think that's only fair. I can't hold on to all the unclaimed Happy Mails. And let me tell you, though, that'd be a big old pile on the other side of my room because oftentimes it goes unclaimed. I wouldn't say a lot, but there are times. Okay, so Sharon Shet. Message me your info and I will get that sent off to you. And then I have two laser cut kits going out. Your page, you can do whatever you want. Right? Hi, Gail. Okay, so on those two kits that are going out, Teresa Clever. Teresa, I think that's the first time you've won, right? Teresa Clever. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I remember you said you were from Texas. Okay, and then I had so much fun putting together the box of like Sandy's favorites of tools, miscellaneous things that I use that Charlene Sexton, actually, is it Sexton, Charlene? I know in Michigan. Let me see. Sexton. I have a pretty good memory. And so I loved all the little things that I put together for her that I decided to do it again for Happy Mail for this week and my friend Patrick in France won. So Patrick, I will get that mailed off to you. Right, Judy? I know. And I haven't been able to be there. I text Tracy almost every Saturday morning and say, have a great live, and I hope I can join. And I just haven't been able to lately. So, okay. So a couple things before we get started I wanted to tell you about. So last week I shared how to do, was it last week that we did that? I think so. We did the snowman cup, the cups, and the brushes. Yes. Okay. So let me tell you a couple things about this. Thank you, Lori Skiffington, because what I wish I had done first. Now this is attached to the cup. There's no getting it off. But she had a valid question, like, is it going to stick to the cup? Is it going to stay in there? What I wish I had done, two things, is what I put into the cup was bubble wrap. But I wish I had put glue with it so that it stays and it's actually glued into the inside of the cup. Does that make sense? Okay. The other thing is when you put your little hook in, all right, you don't want to hang it too soon. If you hang it too soon and this isn't 100% cured, your thing is going to slide out and it's going to fall off. Okay. So this took about, I would say, 2 full days for it to be, I can still move it, but it's, you know, it's hard. So a little squishy, but anyway, so those two things. Maybe add a little glue with whatever you stick inside the cup. The other thing is I wish I had done kind of like what Ronnie Marks had suggested, which is like maybe a domed, half a styrofoam ball would have been good too, because then you kind of already have the shape, right? But anyway, it worked great. I saw the mini red Solo cups at the Dollar Tree. Thank you, Ronnie. Yes, when I went and looked for them, couldn't find them anywhere, so I ended up ordering them. Oh, Charlene, you haven't gotten it yet. Oh, I hope you enjoy it. I loved picking all the things for it. Alrighty. So what's the other thing? Oh, the other thing is after we do these ornaments, I was going to share with you guys how I made a really quick gift for, you know, like when someone comes to your house and they bring you cookies or a present and you weren't expecting them. And so it's always nice to have a little gift bag or something off to the side in the other room that you can just go, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you stopped by. Let me go get your gift. Anyway, it happened to me a couple times. And so after that, it's like, I always have a couple of things on hand. So one of the things I wanted to show you guys is that you can get candles just about anywhere and dirt cheap. This one at Michael's, it doesn't have the US price, but the Canadian price is $6.99. So I would say the US is probably $4.99. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to make this candle wrap with Rock Lawn. If I can get that off there. And I just have it Velcroed in the back. But I thought the ornaments aren't going to take that long today. I'll show you how to do that quickly. And there is a lesson that I have on my YouTube channel from January 17th, 2022. That winter scene, kind of what I did on this candle wrap. You can see it there, like how I did the trees and how I did the snowman, how I did the color, etc. Another great idea for is personalized, always personalized. So this is just on a 6x8 tile that you get from Home Depot, and it's sponged on blue paint, hand painted snowmen. My friend Nicole did this one for me years ago. And then you just take a baby wipe and you remove the white, the blue at the bottom to make it look like snow, and you write names. I mean, how cute and fun is that, right? Okay, let's get started. Yes, I always give an extra gift under the tree. Oh, yes, you just never know. Has them called shot cups. Yes, they are. Oh, the candle wraps. Thank you, guys. So I did last year with my membership group, I did last minute holiday gifts. And that was one of the things we did. The other thing I don't have, I wish I did to show you, but if you get like a calendar at the Dollar Tree, you can take it out and gesso the covers and paint on it. So we painted on it. We did mixed media. It was super cool. I think there were like 6 or 8 ideas that I gave them for that. Okay, so let's just zoom in here just a wee bit. I will show you, I did a little something yesterday and I thought I should have so put that on there. But do you see the liquid glass? I love that. Again, the metallic is shiny. The matte from the Americana and that shiny, I love that look. And then when I did the liquid glass on it yesterday, I was just thinking, why didn't I just automatically do that? I do carry the liquid glass because I love it. But look at the difference, right? I mean, it just takes it to the next level. I'm going to show you two different ways to do the kind of the greenery garland, but I went ahead and I base coated some things and then realized that I probably forgot a color, and it's on the green one. Either I had still some of the blue in my brush that came through when I did the metallic, because this is the bottom of the green, which is festive green. Love that metallic color. It's kind of like a peridot. However, the top stencil design looks like crystal green, or again, that I had that teal mixed in. So either way, it doesn't matter. If you got a little teal in there and some of the festive green, it will show up. But I think just festive green, it's probably not going to show up that much, if that makes sense. Okay. Now, so this is base coated with, I did use multi-purpose sealer. Okay. I made the gumball machines with clear ornaments. Fun. I just got my liquid glass. You did, Debbie? That's wonderful. Hello, Sheila Landry. So good to see you here. Okay, so I did one coat of multi-purpose sealer on the ornaments. I sponged it onto the greenery and to the words. The green ornament is foliage green, okay? Underneath it, though, it has one coat, all of them have one coat of titanium white. All right, I went ahead and I base coated all of the ornaments, all of the greenery pieces, as you can see, the berries and the words with white. Okay, so foliage green, crystal blue, and the red one is country red. All right, now if you did not know that you can download on my website a free project sheet. It just tells you all the colors that I used. Again, I just made myself a note so I can add it to that. It's not on there right now. Because again, I don't know if I used that or if it had the blue. I'm thinking it had the blue in it. So we're going to start with the blue ornament first. We're not going to do all of them. I probably will do the words so you can see the different colors, but they're all the same technique, or the same, what's the word? The same process, just different colors. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our metallics out first. I'm using the DecoArt Dazzlin' Metallics, and we are going to shake this up really well. And again, I wanted the bottom part to be metallic. Let me see if I can turn that. There you go. And then again, you can see the design from the stencil. And let's just get like a 3/4 flat. And we are going to paint. And what we're going to do is we want to pull from the inside out. And it really is much better to do 2 thin layers than to try and do a really heavy layer, okay? These metallics have a built-in sealer, so you are going to see a little bit of that, the brush stroke. So again, light pressure to smooth it out. And we're only going to see the sliver along the edge because everything else is covered, right? So it only matters that you can see the edge and that the brush strokes are taken out of it. Don't worry about the middle at all. And then up here, and then I'm just going to tap that on the round part, okay? So again, doesn't matter what the middle is as long as the edge is good. So that is the teal. And then next we're going to do the festive green. Thank you, Chrysobola, for putting that info. Hi, Sue Braun. If you don't have liquid glass, triple thick. Yes, triple thick will work great too. Thank you, Sue. Yep, absolutely. All right, we are going to paint this festive green. And I thought about only doing the outside edge and not waste the product. However, I didn't want there to be a ridge of paint there. So it's just easier to paint it. And again, making sure that the paint goes from the inside out, not building up along the edge. We'll get some right up there. Okay. And then the red is festive red. These are fantastic metallics. That's one of the reasons, Sheila. Yes, the base in a metallic is different than, let's say, a base in like crystal blue. Okay, you're going to have those solids that are going to give that paint a little bit more opacity. They don't have a built-in sealer, whereas the metallics, you want that clear base that they're in and no solid so that you get that shine. And so I'm just a firm believer, you know, several light layers are going to do better for you than trying to put a whole bunch on and make it super opaque too soon. Okay. Because it's not going to make it opaque. It's just going to make a muddy mess for you. All right. Now let's get, just letting you know. Oh my goodness, are you serious, Linda? It has not made it. Ugh. It's one of those that's floating around. Well, I hope it comes tomorrow. Okay. So I'm using this Pretty Plaid stencil. Love this. And we're going to come right here, and you can kind of lay out, you know, like, do you want a diamond in the middle? So I'm going to go there. You can tape it down if you want to, but that takes too much time. So I'm going to take the dry stencil brush, 3/8, 5/8, half, doesn't matter. And then we'll pick up some of that teal metallic and then wipe a lot of it off. I'm going to hold it down here, soft circular motion, clockwise and counterclockwise, just to pick up any excess. And then I'm going to hold it. Okay, so you get that really pretty matte and metallic mix. Oh, I just love that. All right, now let's come here, and I'm going to keep that blue, which I think is what happened when I did this. I'm going to pick up some of that green. A little bit more blue. Okay, I think I want a diamond a little bit more in the center. I'm looking at that diamond right there. And again, soft circular motions, counterclockwise, clockwise. Oops. Okay. So, yes, that had to have been what I did. So I left that, either the blue was on the stencil or the blue was still in the brush when I added that festive green. So no need for the crystal green unless you have it and you want to add a different green color to it. All right. And then the red, I am going to switch. Let's go ahead and wipe off this stencil a little bit. Okay, let's get a little hand sanitizer, my stencil brush to switch between colors. It's a lot easier to do the hand sanitizer and wipe it off because your brush is not wet. The hand sanitizer will evaporate and you'll be able to use your brush sooner. Let's just get that cleaned up. So I'm going to do all three of the color combos so that you see how I did those. But when it comes to the greenery, I'll show you two different ways, and I'm only doing one set of berries. Okay. So now when you do that and you wash your stencil, you want to make sure you dry it. Okay, because it is wet with hand sanitizer and that baby white. I cannot get my metallics out and play. I have so much to paint. Aww. You can't wait to get them out. Oh, wonderful. Any suggestions on how to attach glamour dust to a pre-printed sweatshirt? Would decoupage act like a glue and hold the diamond dust? Diamond dust or glitter, glamour dust? Now, you know that there is, in the So Soft line, they have glitter. Hello, Judy. So this one right here is an, it's a Sandy McTeer stencil. It's an SM106, I believe. It's a file I bought like right after I got my laser machine. What was I gonna say about, oh, the glamour dust. You could, I personally would use the So Soft glitters, Ronnie, or use the fabric medium that you can mix with paint. I would, to make it into a fabric paint, I would mix that with the glamour dust and brush it on, or put that on and then sprinkle it. My store not well stocked on fabric paint. Yeah, you probably would have to order it. Okay, let's go to the red one. And the red one is this festive red. Let's go there. See if my stencil brush is dry. It is. So we'll get some of that festive red. And again, soft circular motions, counterclockwise, clockwise. Remember, the metallics are thinner than your Americana paint. So you might think, oh, I wiped enough off. But let's see if it's going to do it on this one. Oh, it didn't. Well, it kind of did, so that's good. I can show you. So see how it kind of pulled up in a couple places because I have a lot of paint on there? I'm not worried about that, okay? And if you make a blob and things run together because you have too much paint, you can always come back in with your liner brush and put a little bit of country red in there. Alrighty. Okay, let's go to our greenery, and I am going to zoom in. I'm going to show you two different ways to do this. Well, I'm going to show you, yes, I'm going to show you two different ways. We're going to get out a little bit of foliage green. One, I added more details to it so that you can, and we have matcha green so that you can see the separation of the leaves. And then I always like to put in those background colors, like the blue on the blue ornament I used on the green. All right, let's see. We need titanium white. Hello, Molly Ann. Ooh, yes, those drippy backgrounds with metallics. Absolutely. That would be fun. Hello, Nanette. All right. What else do we need? We need a little bit of crystal blue. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the easy way first. or the way that you can just like, okay, that's it and I'm done. So a number 8, a number 6, let's see, I'm gonna get a number 8 flat. Just kind of get that wet and dry it off. All right, so on my flat, and I also need, do I not have it right here? Hold on. Travesty, because I need plantation pine. For real, Sandy. And guess who has no plantation pine right here? Like, for real. That's crazy. Because it is my go-to favorite color. Let me see if this is it. Sorry, guys. It is. Look, I grabbed all the greens. Alrighty. So plantation pine. It's just a fantastic dark green. Payne's gray. And it's a beautiful transparent green. So, okay, let's start over. So, on the stencil is 106, correct, SM 106. All right, so I'm going to pick up on the whole brush plantation pine. Okay. On one corner, I'm going to pick up a little bit of Payne's gray, and I'm going to work that in on that corner only. Okay. On the other corner, these are both matcha green, tiny touch of foliage green and white. Okay, so on the green corner, I have matcha green, a touch of foliage green, and white. On the other corner, I have, first off, plantation pine on the whole brush. Okay, so what I can do is I can sit on that corner and I can come in and I can pull back. Don't worry about those berries. Okay, I'm going to come back to my little runway here. And I want to pull them towards me. Okay, so let's dry that. And I will zoom in just a bit. Hello, Pat. Hello, Bonnie. And Patrick. All right. Okay. So we are going to hold this up so you can see all, oh, let's come over here. See all the different colors. All right. The other way, and I'm going to show you how to fix this up, but the other way is basically just to paint it with my dark green mixture, which is plantation pine and Payne's gray. And you can paint it with your brush, or you can paint it with your little sponge dauber if you want to. But this is just going to give it a nice base color. Okay, it's quite dark. Let's move that out of the way and come over to this one. Okay, so now I'm going to take my angle brush and I'm going to go in with my plantation pine and Payne's gray on the toe of my angle brush. Just get a touch of water. Okay. And this time I'm going to go around the base of each of these leaves. Okay, so you're kind of going to end up with a very similar look, but I do find that you get a lot more variation in color when you put all those colors on the brush and pull it. But just even that, look at the difference. right? Just getting a little bit of that shading in there. Go around the base of the leaf on that darker side. And my darker side would be the bottom side closest to that stem. Oops, I'm stuck. Oop. See how that all migrated over my entire brush. So we will wipe that off. Okay, so got that shading in. We're going to do the same exact thing on this one. Again, just kind of showing you, you can base coat it, highlight and shade it, or you can put all those colors on, double load your brush, triple load your brush for that matter, and get that initial color on, which is light and dark, but then come back and fix it up a little bit. I typically, when I will double load my brush, I will use my base color across the whole brush, and then I just change the value of it with another color. So either it's going to be white to make it lighter, or another green that's going to make it lighter or darker, like Payne's Gray. Okay, let's stick with this one. A little bit of matcha green on the toe of my angle brush. Let me just see how we're doing. All right. Hello, you overslept. No worries. It's your birthday week, Cindy. You can do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just take that matcha green, and the heel has nothing on it. So when I start on that leaf, it's not picking up in that corner, which is exactly what I want. Now the thing is, when you do it the other way, where I showed you where you put several colors on your brush at the same time and just pull it, if you like the way it looks, leave it. That is my number one rule in painting. If you like it, leave it. If not, there's a way to fix it, believe me. Okay, so that's with the matcha green. I'm going to come over on this one where I already have light colors, right? But I do want to, on some of those that didn't get maybe enough of the light, I'll bring in just a little. Like I said, they're going to look very similar, just different technique of applying the paint. Okay. Oh, I know I need to do it on that little guy right there. My finger got stuck. Okay, let's take a Mezzaluna brush. So I'm going to use a medium Mezzaluna. I found two red in the American Pearls. Wonder if that will be shiny enough. It might. You might need to put some white underneath it. Thank you, Elizabeth. Okay, so medium Mezzaluna. I'm going to pick up a little bit of titanium white on the corner. Kind of work that in. Wipe almost all of it off on a paper towel. Okay, and I'm just using that corner. I'm going to pull back and give it a little texture. You might wipe off too much, so just pick up more. I love the texture that the Mezzaluna brush gives, or dry brushing in general gives. So I'm pretty much on the top to the middle. A little bit of white. Okay. And then I came back with a little bit of the crystal blue. So work that in, wipe it off. And that blue with those greens, oh, but that's a berry, so you're not going to see it. Okay, so there you get that. Oh, just that really pretty, nice little kiss of light with that blue, brightening them up, layered with that matcha green. So pretty. Okay, so that's the one we did all the dark underneath. Then this one we did all the colors and then still came back and separated with our dark. Okay, so again, just two different ways to do it. Similar look. On these, I did not, but you certainly could use some of that thermal green neon. And let's just look at that. Let's see what that looks like. I grabbed it just in case, because I know I've been using it a lot. But yeah, it's going to give you a really pretty highlight, especially on that wider part. I don't think I'm going to do it on both, but let me hold that up so you can see it. I kind of really like that. So if you've got thermal green, actually, let's just do it on both. I don't know why I didn't use it the first time, but I didn't. Alrighty. Speaking of thermal green, did I use that? I always love to show you guys my my membership journal. So we did this, oh gosh, when did we do this? Last month. And then we did, this one has thermal green on those holly leaves. So can you see that really pretty, oh, just like kiss of sunlight right on there. And then we did a barn, a little pen and ink barn, so that thermal green can just amp up the color. All right. Crystal Blue came out in 22. Usually when I get new colors, I'll write down. So this was one of the original bottles I got. Alrighty, let's get out some Country Red. And we're going to do these berries. We're going to get Country Red. We already have Payne's Gray. We're going to get out a little bit of bright orange. If you don't have Payne's Gray, you can use, like Doxine Purple is a great color to shade red with. Let's zoom way in. Okay. So I'm going to take my little sponge dauber and I'm going to paint the berries. Okay. Now, I'm not going to paint all three. It's going to be comical watching me paint these unless I get my tape out. Membership group's amazing, totally worth every penny. So many lessons and new techniques. Thank you, Virginia. I love our creative community. So if someone asks you what you want for Christmas, you can say, I want to be a member of Sandy's membership group. $2.95 for the year, over 200 plus lessons recorded, and 3 to 4 live lessons a month. All right, so we've got Country Red on our angle brush, and I have a 3/8. I might need to switch to my 1/4 inch, but I have Country Red and a little touch of Payne's Gray, and I want to come in and just get the base of these berries. Sorry, get my hand out of the way. Okay. Oh, I wanted to do it on the other side. I tried to do it so that you'd have light and dark meeting. So that one's going to have dark there. Okay, so we've got our 3 little berries, right? Let's dry that. Hello, Lynn. Good to see you on. Okay, let's rinse that. I'm going to use a little bit of orange and a touch of titanium white just to make it a little bit more opaque. It's going to make it lighter, but I can always come back when it's done and do just orange. Okay, so I'm going to float that along the top of that berry. On top of that berry. And I'll probably have to come in and shade and fix up where they touch. Again, I should switch to a smaller brush. And then that berry there. Okay, so that one, and that one. All right, let's dry it. Hello, Sandy Pile. Thank you, guys. I loved the wreath. Our prompt was round, and that's what we've done this whole year is we've done prompts. So our next lesson is this Thursday, and then we have a lesson on New Year's Eve. And our prompts are bird of choice, which I haven't decided which bird I'm going to do yet, but the other is stained glass effect, which is super cool. All right, so now I just have orange. So I rinsed my brush out. Now I just have orange. See how much brighter that is? But again, I do love that liquid glass. I think I'm going to have to put that on all of them. Oopsies. And then wherever you get into your shading, like I did, you can come back in and fix it up. Okay. So there are our berries. And I have it where that one goes there. I love on the pieces, they're etched so you can see where those go. But I'm going to add a tiny dot just with the tip of my angle brush. I'm just going to add a little dot of Payne's Gray. And then we'll dry it. Ooh, sizzling red glitter. Love it. Love it, love it, Debbie. Yes, me too, Sue Braun. I can't wait for the stained glass one. Super cool, fun technique. Okay, so a little bit of white using my Posca pen, just right above. I'm kind of on it and above it. If you let me show you real quick. Okay, now that's going to go in the middle of my, let's just do that one, and we will put that one on, and we'll get our berries. I will show you, did I bring it over here? I did. I will show you the liquid glass in a second because I wanted to show you how I put it on. So let's get our words. We have joy, believe, and peace, PB&J. Let's just do this one first. Okay, so I have my dauber. I'm going to get red. This is just that country red. I'm going to use the same dauber. I'm going to pick up just a little bit of Payne's Gray, work that in, turn it over, and I'm going to put this and pounce this along the bottom. Now, when I did this the first time, it got a little dark, just like it did now. So let me show you a trick. Dry it. I just lifted that. Okay, we're going to dry it. Thank you, Rosie. All right, we need a little bit more red. So a little more country red. And I'm just going to pick that up on the other side of my paint dauber. Tap that in, work it in, and I'm just going to come back and I'm going to paint right over. Now that dark is still going to be dark. See how pretty that is? Okay, and then we need to let it dry. Okay, so for Believe, I did another paint dauber thingy. I'm going to do Plantation Pine, tiny touch of Payne's Gray. We're going to go along the bottom. I'm going to do it backwards this time. We'll just do the dark. Okay, and initially I used foliage green because that is what I used on the green ornament, and I was just trying to keep all the colors, you know, kind of copacetic, but I didn't like it. So I threw in some festive green. Put that on the other side of my dauber. Okay, so, and if you get too dark, again, you can bring that color right down onto, and you're still going to get a dark color, but you're going to have that ombre look. Okay, so love that. And then Joy, this one, we used a little bit of, not black, a little bit of Prussian blue. And get my other dauber here. And we're going to do that Prussian blue along the bottom. So it's like the bottom third, but you want to come up into that O as well. And then let's dry that. And then I just flipped my dauber over. I'm going to pick up some of the crystal blue. And we'll get right into that. And then little trick, you can turn it back over. And while that lighter blue is still wet, you can kind of soften out where they meet so it doesn't just give you a harsh line. Okay, so that is our Joy. And let's just take our piece one over here. Great way to glue everything down. Get these from the Dollar Tree as well. These little individual, I'm not a big fan of super glue. I typically glue my fingers together more than I would like. But everything lines up with the scored lines. I did too many leaves when I did my originals, and they did not stick because I did all the top ones. They're not going to stick. A little bit of that glue for the berries. Okay, and then on the back, you don't need it on every letter, but a majority. E6000 works great as well. I just wanted something a little bit more permanent and quicker with you guys. Okay, and then we'll put peace. Then white Posca marker is fantastic for all your little highlights on your letters. Okay, again, highlight on your berries. If you wanted to, you could even do a little accent highlight line on your, they're like little mistletoe leaves, what they remind me of. Okay, so fun, 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 right? Now let's do the liquid glass. Let me just show you. I put the liquid glass right in the center and I don't go all the way to the edge. Okay, you can, but I went to that, and then I took my stylus and I just kind of brought it out to the edge. So I'd get a little bit of a dome, but I just didn't want it to go over the edge. And liquid glass got a nice little body to it. So it pretty much stays, but I just wanted to make sure it didn't go outside or down the side. So I just kind of spread it out a little bit. Okay, and then when it dries, you're gonna get that crystal clear, beautiful, shiny. I love that. I love, love, love that. I was like, oh, I gotta try that. Okay, so let's move those out of the way. I am gonna add it, like I said, to the other two as well. Let's move that. Okay, don't forget your little sponge daubers. You can wash those and reuse them. I don't scrub them in my water basin though. I will get them wet. This is the problem with that too, is once you only use it once, it's open. There's no way to close it. So I'm gonna put a little bit of packing tape on it. Maybe I will be able to do the rest later. Anyway, I'll rinse them and then I just pounce it onto my paper towel. If you scrub that in the bottom of your water basin, you're probably gonna end up with a lot of the sponge at the bottom of your water basin, okay? Alrighty, let's move that out of the way. And let's clean this up just a little. Okay, so this other, I've done it several different ways. I did one, oh my gosh, years and years ago. There was a program called Crafty Wave, and I did monarch butterflies, and I cut one side of the wing so that you'd get a little dimension. Super cool. And this one, let's just take it off the jar. Again, is on Rocklon, and you can find Rocklon online in the stores. They have it, and that's all I had was a piece. Thank you, Barb. That Barb gave me, which is Rocklon from Joann's. Okay, which is a little on the thinner side, but it still works. Okay, so let me see if I can move that down, zoom out just a little bit. I'm not going to do exactly the same, but give you an idea of what you can do. So my jar, I have Velcro, so that's how it's attached, and you can change it out. Candles are always a great gift to give. If you don't want to do this part, take one of the flat wooden ornaments you get at the Dollar Tree or Michael's or wherever else and glue it to the top. You can even glue one of those little trees with a little snowman or something on the top, like a little candle topper. So this one is 3 3/4 height and 12 inches. Again, it depends on what your candle is, okay? So here is my Rocklon, and I went ahead and just kept it on a bigger piece so that I don't have to fight with the edges and keeping it down. Okay. Coffee wrap is good as well. Yep, would be super cool to do a coffee mug. Okay, so I'm going to get a 3/4 flat brush, and on my palette, let's get, actually I'm going to be very wasteful, and I'm going to get some colors. So I have, again, some Prussian blue. We're going to get a little bit of primary blue. You just want some different blues, okay? That crystal blue is really pretty and a light color. Turquoise, aqua, all looks good. And then we'll get some white. So right now, this is what I have. Prussian blue, primary blue, crystal blue, and white. And I have my 3/4 inch flat brush. It's wet. And I'm going to pick up some of the Prussian blue. And the cool thing about this is you can use a little water. You also can use some of the transparent medium in the So Soft fabric line that DecoArt has. That transparent medium will get that paint to move and glide. Glazing medium works as well. Okay, I'm just going to pick up that primary blue. Again, a little bit of water in my brush to get it to move. Oh, so the this one right here from January 2022, again, a lot of the same things I'm showing you on this wrap, I show you on that piece right there. I did that originally for Interactive Artist Magazine when I was editor of that online art magazine, which was awesome, and I miss it. Okay, so I picked up some crystal blue and I'm doing the blue along the bottom. Again, just to kind of get that ombre look. Darker at the top. All right. Another way you could do and attach it on the back if you don't want to do Velcro, I've hole punched it, and then you can lace it up in the back just like you would lacing, you know, a pair of shoes, and put a really pretty ribbon. If you want to get real fancy, you could do some grommets and stuff, but yeah. All right, let's dry this a little bit. Now, Rocklon's got some rubber in it, so we don't want to keep our heat tool on it too long or in one place. Absolutely, you could do interchangeable wraps and give them as a gift, you know, maybe all 4 seasons. You can personalize them. Again, we don't need it dry. We just want it dry enough that it's not going to just soak up all that paint I use next. All right, so I'm going to come in with my angle brush. This is my go-to brush for my evergreen trees. I want water in my brush because I want these first ones to be almost kind of, well, they are very faint and light in the background. So we will pick up a little bit of white on the toe, and we're going to work that in. But you see I have quite a bit of water in my brush, right? I'm going to swipe that across my paper towel. Let's see if it's going to be a little bit more water. Okay, so I also have on January 11th of 2022 a YouTube video on how I paint my evergreen trees. Okay, so I use an angle brush. I'm gonna get myself a little bit of a center log there, and then we will just tap to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. These are very faint, not a lot of detail to them. I will get the detailed ones in the front. And just tapping, tapping, tapping. And then down here, we're just going to start putting in some snow. Okay, now I still feel like that's a little too bright, so I'm just gonna touch that. The faster you paint these trees, the better they look. All right, let's do maybe 1 or 2 over here. So again, a little bit of that tree trunk. Tap to the left, to the right, to the left. to the right, in the middle. You don't want just big old part down your tree. So that little middle touch, thickening up where those meet that tree trunk, it's going to give you a much better evergreen tree than just a stroke on the left and the right. Okay, left, right, middle, left, right, middle. And then down, and then we will paint some snow. Let's do one more right here. Again, on the chisel edge to get that initial tree trunk. Tap on the toe, left, right, center, left, right, center. And I like the way the back of that angle brush creates that like downward look of those pine needles. Left, right, center. Okay. Now, are you using an old angle brush? This one doesn't have a great chisel edge. Great question, Ronnie. Hello, Pat. I sewed a decorative button on one side. That would work too. Great way to close that. Okay. Now let's get one right in here. So when you're doing this technique, it is best if you use an angle brush that maybe doesn't have the best chisel edge. But we want this one to be a little bit on the brighter white side. And then of course we'll add glitter, but we're going to add glitter later, and I'll show you how to add that when your paint is dry. Hopefully I have some here. Let me see. I do, matte medium. I got sidetracked and lost the shape of my tree. Again, we want this to have more detail, so I'll go back up to the top. Tap in some brighter, whiter. Middle, left, right, left, right, left. Add in a little bit of snow. Maybe a little path back there. Okay, and I could keep going adding trees and stuff, but let's just add our little snowman guy. A little bit more snow. Again, just to kind of take away some of that sky, make it look like those trees. We're going to go all the way back here. Okay, a little too much white, so we'll just pick up some blue. Okay. Alrighty. Now, when it comes to the snowman, I'll show you an easy way to get the shape first. It helps if you use a shape maker. Let's come right back up here, like I said I was. Because you know that white sunk in, so we want to make this one a little more prominent. A little bit brighter and whiter. And then I am going to come up with just a little bit of that Prussian blue. Just give a little bit of a shadow there. Okay. Okay. Let's do a little stenciling. So I'm going to kind of just put him by the tree here, but kind of in the center, you know, white on my stencil brush. I'm going to wipe it off. Let me think, do I want to use that big of one? Or I think I'll do this one. So I just want to get the shape of my snowman, okay? Because then I take it from circles to more of like a marshmallow. Let's make that one a little bit bigger. And then the head. Okay, and then our middle one got lost, so let's get that back in there. All right, again, just for shape. And then I'm going to come in with my angle brush. And on the toe, I have titanium white, so I'm just going to work that in on the toe. And I'm going to do the letter C. So it's like I'm writing the letter C. And when I'm doing that, I'm kind of softening out that circle so it looks more like a marshmallow. Can you see that on that side? And I'm going to switch, I think, to a 1/4 inch angle. And then we'll rinse that out. I don't know, I might switch back to my 3/8. And on the toe, I'm going to pick up a little bit of Prussian blue. And then I want to do a backwards C on this side. There again, kind of reshaping, more like a marshmallow. So I'll bring that down just a wee bit. Underneath and down the side. I forgot underneath the neck. Okay, so we get a little bit of that shadow on the right-hand side. And then I will pick up my angle brush again. Brighten up that white. So I'm doing a C and then I'm just walking it towards the center just to get a little bit of that white to softly come over. Okay, wipe off my brush, a little bit of Prussian blue. Give him a little shadow. Okay, and then let's just do his little tiny touches. You can use black. I'm pretty partial to using Payne's Gray for the details just because it's not as harsh. And we're just going to get out a little liner brush. We'll take the Payne's Gray and we'll do his little twiggy arms. And then just a little notch where it comes in. 1, 2, 3. No fuss, just kind of. Okay, and then I could come in and shade and do all the fun things, but let me show you how to add some glitter to this. So matte medium, we are going to take, well, we can use that angle brush because then it will put it on similarly. So I'm just going to dip that into some matte medium. Actually, you want you to take your matte medium and stick it on your palette. But I'm just going to tap it on my tree. A couple places here and there. I'm going to tap it on the snow. The matte medium is going to stay wet long enough that you will be able to come in. And now, listen, if anything's wet, like his nose is wet, he's probably going to get a little glitter on his nose. But that's where I'd come in with my Glamour Dust Crystal Glitter. And then I'm just going to shake that there. Look how pretty. Okay, to get a glittery, snowy scene. And then splatter. Okay, just taking your brush and adding a little bit of splatter. Very, very wet. Okay, but fun, cute. This one, I added a little bit of pink in it, so you could do a little strawberry in there. Again, kind of going with the same color scheme on this piece right here that I did in January 2022. That full lesson, it's like 2 hours and 22 minutes, is on my YouTube channel. But anyway, then wrap your candle. I just peeled off the label. And there you've got a nice little quick, easy gift you can make for someone on purpose, or have it in your stash for when people come unexpected. And then we have our ornaments. Oops, I don't know why that one's there. And our little candle wrap. So, all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me look and see if there are any questions. That's so cute and quick, right? Super quick. I like quick, quick, quick. Hello, Marilyn. Is that media fluid? So, Debbie, no, I didn't use the media fluid, but you certainly could. It is my favorite go-to paint. The only thing I did use that was media fluid is the Payne's Gray. If you have no other color in the media line, this is the one you need because it does fantastic shadows. All right, guys. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Karen. Thanks, Joan. Oh, thank you, Marlene. Hi, Sue Potts. Get that in the mail to you tomorrow. So glad that the postal strike in Canada is over. Just hope that it doesn't take forever for you guys to get your things. So, all right, y'all have a fantastic week. Thank you, Elizabeth. Oh, they would be great items for craft shows. They would be great items for craft shows, right? Yes, absolutely. So next year, think about those. And next week, I will talk to you guys about my upcoming seminars for next year. One of the ones that I'm doing in Newport News is in person and also Zoom. And then I'm in Sherman, Texas. Anyway, all right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. Have a fantastic week. Get those brushes out. Do something creative. Paint, base coat. Do something to get that momentum going, especially if you've not painted in a while and you want to. So, for wood pieces from Canada. Oh, yes, Loretta, same. Okay, guys, have a good one. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of inspiration. So, the pieces come, I think there's 5 pieces per each ornament, and then there's 3 in a set. You can use whatever stencil you want, but I do love that plaid stencil on there. All right, guys, I'll see you next Sunday for a quick, impromptu, just kind of a winging it, painting, and happy mail. Talk to y'all later. Bye.